Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be dissertating and talking about the Sun sextile or trine, the South Node in a natal horoscope. As most of you know, the South Node is connected with what we generally emphasize, perhaps accentuate in the first half of our lives. It could indicate some overdeveloped qualities but something we might actually be, what represents what we might have been really proficient at, but when we get to the latter part of our lives, we generally will go toward the North Node. We don't necessarily eradicate the South Node completely from our lives, but rather integrate it at least somewhat with the North Node energy. And the Sun represents, as you could say, our inner self, as opposed to the rising sign, which is our astrological mask or facade. And the Sun is also connected with the natural, the father of the person. It could indicate things connected with males. In a woman's chart, this could be the husband. So anyway, I'm going to get started. The first thing is, when we look at this aspect, or aspects I should say, with the trine or sextile, obviously it's auspicious. It's something where the qualities of the South Node can blend in well with the Sun's position. This is something where the social people that have these aspects may have a good instinct regarding, I guess you could say, what the fads, what the contemporary trends are, and be able to adapt to these things and perhaps do something perhaps in connection with this. This is someone that could be adaptable in this way. This could be something where the person can show inordinate leadership ability, creativity. These aspects can often indicate a good rapport with the father. This could be something where this person would rather do something in a position of authority in contrast to doing something in a subordinate or subservient position, and they could do this with good dignity and pride in doing so, since we are talking about the Sun, and the Sun does rule Leo. Look at this. And since this rules for wives, this rules husbands, this could indicate good relationship and good rapport and compatibility with their husband. Look at this, and often we see that the South Node and the Sun, we look at it, the South Node, these energies can combine and work well with each other, and being that it is a sextile or trine. And we could take something, for example, let's say, for example, somebody has the Sun in Libra and the South Node in Aquarius, especially more in the first half of the person's life, like maybe up to around age 30. Maybe this person could find a career that would incorporate some kind of ingenuity, which would be the Aquarius, and then the art, which would be, or even not just ingenuity, maybe something even with computers or electronics, and then the Libra would be kind of like, maybe they might put something with art connected with this as an example. One example could be like a computer artist, because you'd be combining the computer's kind of electronic thing, which is the Aquarius, and then you have the art, which obviously is Libra. So that in these things, it doesn't necessarily mean that if the person uses these qualities and integrates them in the first half of their life, it doesn't mean they're not going to in the second half. It just simply means that they're emphasizing these energies a little bit more so, more often than not, in the first half as opposed to the second half. And also, when you look at this, look at the house placements as well, as the house placements will play a role. Somebody that has, say, the North Node, let's say, sextile the Sun in the third in the fifth houses, it might incorporate something with communication, which would be the third, and something with maybe creativity, which would be the fifth house. So this could be. We'll look at these aspects. Obviously, when you have these positive aspects, you're also going to have positive aspects from it'll be from your north node to your sun. So while these elements, the energies with the south node and the sun are positive and are strongly emphasized and accentuating the first half of the person's life, there's no need to worry, because in the second half you got the north node working in a sextile or trine aspect to your sun. So no matter how you look at it, it's really a win-win. And this, and obviously the one thing to remember in all sextiles and trines, as I've stated before, is that the only danger is maybe being complacent and getting too relaxed with any sextiles or trines. Sextiles and trines are often indicative of natural ability, but you still have to go out and still do what you have to do, and apply what you know, and still keep working as far as maybe making progress and improvement in whatever field maybe it is. And you still have to, things do require certain effort, so things just aren't going to, by being stagnant, are just not going to come to one naturally. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for the sun sextile or trine the south node in a natal horoscope. And stay tuned next time, where I'll be dissertating and talking about the sun in major adverse aspect to the south node in a natal chart. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone, because a person astrologically is the sum of all their components in their natal chart, and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.